Hey coaches, we got some exciting news. Hopefully a few people can get on live, but hopefully people will watch the recording of this too. But Amber and I, we just got back from last night from an incredible 3-day conference. We're excited to share some of the things about the conference called Master Your Influence. And there's a lot of information in there that we've learned about mentoring, about moving people from an unstuck place. And there's already things that we were excited to share this weekend at our team event in Midway. But we've learned some new skills. One of the things that was incredible about this weekend is Amber and I, for the last 9 years, we've been really vigilant about always engaging in personal development. And the gentleman that we are listening to, he's mentored thousands and thousands of people. He's presented over 5,000 times to different companies and audiences all around the world. And one of the things that he said, which I kind of felt good about myself. There's lots of things that we're always improving though. But he said that the one thing that he can go into a situation, and he actually asked people to show him their calendar. And he can tell them, based on their calendared events of personal development, what the direction and progress of their life is, the direction and progress of their businesses. And so he encouraged us, one of the first things, that if you don't already have things calendared into your month, into your year, that you get calendared items, that you're going to go to events. The event that we did, there's a friends and family deal and stuff. Normally, his seminars are anywhere from $200 to $600 and stuff. And on a friends and family deal that we took advantage of, we had a friend that attended another one of his seminars and said, "Hey, do you want to attend one?" Absolutely. We ended up getting them for $37 a piece or something like that. So combined between Amber and me, like $80. And then we paid $12 a day for parking, right? So, because any expo center, hotel, anything like that, they're not giving you parking for free. And it took some time out of our lives and stuff, but it made us better. It gave us some skills, equipped us with different ways to look at things. And we're excited to share some of those things this weekend, Midway. But we're actually going to extend registration one day until tomorrow night, Monday night, because the resort gave us an extra day to give final numbers for food and all that kind of stuff. So if you've been thinking about it, you're on the fence and stuff, we're almost to capacity. We've got a few spots left, and if we go over our predetermined 150 number, I think we're at like 142 or something like that, I'm going to push them. And last year we had 190, but we had some other teams with us from the company. So this year it's only our team, and we're super excited to have Kim with us. We've made a few last minute changes because there's some really important things that we're going to share, and we had to restructure our agenda a little bit. But tomorrow morning we'll get an agenda out for everybody who's attending, so you'll know exactly what the classes are and stuff. And but who knows? We will change things a little bit when we get there based on what we're feeling. And Amber says this all the time, that you cannot get out in the real world, right, what you get in an immersive situation. If you really, really, really want to change, it's so important to give yourself several opportunities to get in an immersive situation where you're out of your regular environment, where it's easier to identify, clarify, be conscious and aware of the things that are holding us back. Whereas in our regular everyday life, we're so distracted and stimulation is so high that it's really hard to make some of those life-changing just adjustments. Not even major changes, but little minor adjustments in our everyday life can make huge changes over a longer period of time, but even sometimes in a short period of time. So Amber and I were actually over the weekend, we were talking about all the time that we spend, and we spend all the corporate events, we're there about twice as long as everybody else. And there's only 3 corporate events each year. And based on those 3 corporate events, that's only 15 days a year. And then Amber and I, we try to engage in, other than corporate event months, we try to find something, a seminar, personal development, a class or an event that we can attend every month of the year. So in those months that we're having corporate Optavia events, Go Global, convention and Sundance, that's our personal development time for that month. But we're doing things every single month to try to improve. And the whole point is direction, improvement, because it's all about direction, not perfection. So we are super excited for this weekend. The leaders of our team, of your teams, your organizations, they're working, they're racking their minds like, what's the best stuff that we can give these people and make this a life-changing event. But Amber and I, we spend about 20 to 30 days a year really engaged and immersed in personal development. And some of those times, this last 3-day event that we've been to, we were able to come home at night because it was just here in Salt Lake. And our oldest was actually at a FBLA DECA competition and stuff, so he wasn't here to run the kids around and drive them around and stuff. So we came home at night. But we were gone all day long, and they kind of fended for themselves. But you know what? We come back, and we're better. We're putting on our oxygen mask so we can give our very best to our kids, so we can give the very best to our coaches, our clients, and that's what we're going to do this weekend. Is we're really going to be family. We're going to have a ton of fun. We're going to get deep. We're going to get there's probably going to be some feelings that come up. There's going to be a lot of thoughts going on, but we're going to talk about really, really high skill stuff to be able to manage those thoughts, use the thoughts and the emotions that we have to create our best life, create what we really want for this life, rather than focusing on what we don't want. Like Dr. A always says, focus on what you want, not on what you don't want. Because the problem in life is not the problems we have. The problem is we're not focused on where we want to be. The problem is we don't have a path. And the truth of the matter is, we actually did just a little insight. One of the exercises we did this weekend was we kind of structural tension. That's how we're actually going to start Friday. We're going to talk about structural tension, but from a new angle. It's super cool. We're super excited to share this with you. But where you're at versus where you want to be, when people write those things out, where they're at, full of detail and all kinds of stuff, and where they want to be, really very few details. They might say a couple of things that they're excited about and that they want in their life and stuff, but a lot of, if you do ask them more detail, most of it is, well, I don't want what I have right now. I don't want the problems. I don't want the anxiety. I don't want the stress, stuff like that. But they don't actually know what they want. And it's important to have those things actually balanced. So if you're actually in a list-making frame of mind, you want to have, if you have 10 things or 20 things that are on your list of your current reality, you want 10, 20 things, balance out what you want your life to be in the future. And so we're going to do some exercises around that, but we're going to give a whole bunch more detail about that. So one more day of registration. The resort was kind enough to give us a little extra time, but we have a 72-hour cutoff for all of our food and stuff like that. So we'll lock down tomorrow night around 7 o'clock Mountain Time, so that tomorrow evening Amber and I can get everything reconciled, get all of our exact numbers off to the resort, and then we will see everybody bright and early on Friday morning. We might see a bunch of you up there Thursday night, because we're staying up there Thursday night, so we don't have to drive early in the morning, and so we're refreshed and ready to go. But we're going to see everybody there 9 a.m. on Friday morning, and we're going to have just an incredible 2 days together. Lots of fun, lots of growth, lots of learning. So we appreciate all of you guys. We appreciate the inspiration you are to the world around you, and we're ready to crank this thing up and inspire and transform a lot more people, a lot more individuals, a lot more families, a lot more communities. So we appreciate you guys, and we will see you really soon.